Hello, I'm the Progressive Disciple, and I'm going on a journey through the Bible. I'm inviting you to join me. Today, we are covering the book of Jeremiah, chapters 1 through 5. First, a little bit about Jeremiah. Jeremiah was called the weeping prophet. He lived between 650 to 570 BC. He was a prophet starting from the 13th year of King Josiah all the way until the fall of Jerusalem. By tradition, he wrote the books of Jeremiah, Lamentations, and the books of Kings. He was born in a priestly line, and his message was that of divine judgment and the siege of Jerusalem and the Babylonian exile. In chapter 1, Jeremiah is called to be a prophet, but Jeremiah is reluctant. In Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 6 through 8, it says, "Alas, sovereign Lord, I said, I do not know how to speak. I am too young. But the Lord said to me, do not say I'm too young. You must go to everyone I send you to and say whatever I command you. Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord." In a sense, I know how Jeremiah felt. There were times when I felt called to be an elder. I tried forever to figure out how to say no, but I never could really bring myself to do it. When I was called to lead a group for the booth at Pride Fest, I originally went to the minister and said, I think this is something we should do. I must confess, I was hoping he would say, yes, that is something we should do, and find somebody to head up the committee. Instead, he went to me and said, well, if you feel called to do this, we will support you. Jeremiah had a lot to say about the wickedness of his day. In Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 5 through 7, he says, "This is what the Lord says. What fault did your ancestors find in me that they strayed so far from me? They follow worthless idols and become worthless themselves. They did not ask, where is the Lord who brought us out of Egypt and led us through the barren wilderness, through a land of desert and ravines, a land of drought and utter darkness, a land where no one traveled and no one lives? I brought you into a fertile land to eat its fruit and rich produce. But you came and defiled my land and made my inheritance detestable." And again, in Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13, it says, "My people have committed two sins. They have forsaken me, the spring of living water, and have dug their own cisterns, broken systems that cannot hold water." I can relate a bit to this. When I was a teenager, I found myself enticed by foreign religions. As a teenager, I was interested in the Baha'i religion. Also, when I was an adult, a Native American was speaking about his spirit animal. It was a raven. And I remember thinking how neat it would be to have a spirit animal of my own. And then I kind of realized I really don't believe in spirit animals. But foreign religions can be intoxicating. I also find that it seems to be in good times, when we are blessed by God, is when we are tempted to stray away from Him. In Jeremiah chapter 5, verses 7 through 9, it says, "Why should I forgive you? Your children have forsaken me and sworn by gods that are not gods. I supplied all their needs, yet they commit adultery and throng to the houses of prostitutes. They are well-fed, lusty stallions, each neighing for another man's wife. Should I not punish them for this, declares the Lord? Should I not avenge myself on such a nation as this? This verse spoke to me because I feel very tempted by the sexual exploitation that exists on the internet. And I wonder how this will affect our nation. In Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 30 and 31, it says, "A horrible and shocking thing has happened in the land. The prophets prophesy lies. The priests rule by their own authority, and the people love it this way. But what will you do in the end?" This spoke to me because I think of the lies that are spread through social media. I don't like the way we so easily gravitate toward conspiracy theories and lies. And yet I am scared of the alternative to this. I do not want state-controlled media as well. And do we love it this way? Many do. Jeremiah also warns Judah of the disaster that is to come. In Jeremiah chapter 4, verses 5 and 8, it says, "Announce to Judah and proclaim in Jerusalem and say, sound the trumpet throughout the land. Cry aloud and say, gather together, let us flee to the fortified cities. Raise the signal to go to Zion. Flee for safety without delay, for I am bringing disaster from the north, even terrible destruction. A lion has come out of his lair. A destroyer of nations has set out. He has left his place to lay waste to your land. Your towns will lie in ruins without inhabitants. So put on sackcloth, lament and wail, for the fierce anger of the Lord has not turned away from us." Jeremiah was living in a perilous time. Sometimes I wonder if we are living in a perilous time. And how do you prepare for disaster yet to come? So this is my thought of Jeremiah, chapters 1 through 5. Let me know what you think of Jeremiah, the first 5 chapters. Please comment. Also, like and subscribe to my channel. I am the Progressive Disciple, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.